attack, but went to hold position.
Получает предупреждение за превышение лимита весовой категории.
Maybe we were misinformed.
Yeah, wait a minute.
So I think it was Lamberd that missed the weight. We apologise for that. We were told his opponent, Nemat, which is interesting because Nemat is huge. Oh my goodness.
Wow, okay.
That changes things a little bit.
Yeah, look at them. Lambert is a featherweight. There's no... You look at his height, his reach. He can't be very effective, or he wouldn't be to advantage to go to lightweight. So the fact that he missed weight, I'm interested. Was that an injury or miscalculation?
Sometimes the travel as well. He's made his way over from Kyrgyzstan for this fight. Sorry, Russia for this fight. And for those wondering what the yellow card means here at ACB, there will be a 1-point deduction from Lambert. Talk to us about what that means psychologically when you're coming into this fight, because you're already down, you've already got to make a statement to take the victory.
Well, it plays into your mind knowing that you're already at a disadvantage. You know, it's like we're going to race for money and you get a head start. I don't think anybody really wants to set themselves up in that type of situation.
Nemat switching stances as well. Very versatile striker. Watch for the body kick here as well. He works. What an imposing figure that is for featherweight.
Yeah.
Oh, cup kick. Nemat would have 5 minutes should he want it, but happy to carry on. See that outside calf kick getting used more and more in MMA now, don't we?
Well, because again, guys are defending a lot of leg kicks by just taking it on the thigh, running people over. That's not an effective approach really in MMA or Muay Thai or any of the kickboxing combat styles, because the referee's just going to start you back up on your feet again. Whereas in our sport, if you want to land a leg kick and I can take you down for it, that's a great exchange.
Oh, some nice exchanges there from Lamberd and Nemat. Oh, got to be careful pouring with his hands off there. Extended fingers can be classed as a foul. Oh, Lambert caught in there with the right hand. Might still be hurt.
It appears that Nemat is not quite loaded yet.
Some dirty boxing from Lambert there as well. Just a short right hand that caught Nemat on the way in, but as you've said before, as you're coming in, that increases the force.
Run right into a shot, it just amplifies the amount of power that's being thrown.
Oh, got to be careful of this front choke. Nemat looking to lock up this guillotine.
Yeah, he's got the shoulder, elbow over the shoulder.
But Lambert works so well to get back to his feet.
Yeah, they fought hip to hip. He was able to get the underhook, which allowed him to drive back up. Nemat just fights real tall. See, here he has a good stance, good posture, but at times when Lambert gets close in these exchanges, he stands up and he just basically puts his chin in the air, and Lambert keeps finding it.
Keeps turning him with those kicks as well. Swing and a miss from Nemat.
Yeah, if you're going to block with the lower leg, you have to turn your shin towards it. Otherwise, one, it hurts because you get caught on the outside of the fibula.
Oh, Nemat looking to work that. That was... Again, it was the takedown attempt from Lambert that put his neck in trouble. He survives a second attack. Gets caught with the right again.
Yeah, in close. He just...
Oh, a head collision there as well, right in front of us. Just the side of their heads.
Окончен первый раунд.
Deep breaths. Nemat right in front of us now. Let's have a little look back at some of the action we got from Lamberd and Nemat during that first round.
They're just throwing wildly, and then that's when that first looked like it caught him right on the ear hook. But again, those shots seem to be landing better from that. And you have a great guillotine, got the elbow over the top, wasn't able to sit down and maybe pull guard to finish more, shoved Lamberd against the cage to keep his mobility. Lamberd was able to avoid the finish by dropping to his back and changing the angle of the choke, which did again later on in this first round.
Abdrashitov there in the corner of Lamberd. Probably got some good cardio in himself, the amount of times he's been back and forward from the backstage to corner these fighters from Fight Club Baku, but that just shows what an integral part of this team he is, what a leader he has become. Driving on these young fighters like Lamberd, Akhiadov. Continuous instruction till he leaves the cage. Nemat taking some deep breaths. Avoiding that right hand has got to be something the corner pointed out, because he was dropped by it once and caught by it almost lazily as he angled out for a against the cage.
Nemat is much more comfortable at distance with his striking. He likes to keep it at the end of long punches and long kicks. Lamberd, I think, is figuring that out, and just, as corner's telling, probably to say, just come in ugly, but make it a close-range fight. That's where he's been having the most success, Lamberd has, with his strikes.
So we've got Lamberd, Akhiadov. Oh, getting caught there. Oh, 1 for 1. Again, that overhand right.
Well, Nemat has identified Lamberd. He keeps reacting the same way when he comes forward. He's changing down levels, shrugging. So that time, great adjustment, especially after just taking a heavy shot. Nemat sees that, and that's the level of MMA that you have to have, that you identify what your opponent's reaction is off of a movement you make, and then you make the appropriate response afterwards.
Adapt and overcome, as they say. Second little head collision there. Something you'll want to watch with. Oh, spinning back fist from Nemat. Turning side kick as well.
Yeah, Nemat wants to keep this a long-range fight. He's had, again, the most success there, even in the beginning, that jab, overhand right. But every time they get into a close-range striking match, he gets caught with errant shots being thrown by Lamberd.
Looking to take advantage of that southpaw stance with a kick across the body. Switches back.
Nice jab, huh? See there, he's getting caught. He doesn't hide his head.
Oh, he catches him as well on the way back. I think the mouthpiece of Nemat came out during that exchange as well. Herb Dean spotted it. Looking for a moment to put it back in. Great work there from Herb Dean. And when you look at Lamberd Akhiadov's record, the last 5 fights have all gone to decision. That yellow card almost pushes him to make this a finish, doesn't it?
He's going to have to dig deep or decisively win every single round.
These are big shots he's throwing as well.
Short distance again, lands the right hand. I think Lamberd throws very well off the brakes too. Notice when they clash together, every time on the brakes, Lamberd is also having more success there. Whereas Nemat wants more space before he throws, so there's a zone that he just doesn't look like he's ready to fire or receive shots back thrown at him.
Oh, spinning elbow almost connects though. Oh, his mouthpiece is out once more.
His clinch, he needs to hide the head on one side, go ear to ear, or he could put his chin on the top of Lamberd's head and pull down the plum, but just creating space. He's in perfect punching distance, and both his hands are occupied because they're holding Lambert's head.
Oh, heavy shots there. Nice switch to the body there from Nemat. 50 seconds left in this second round.
See, both hands occupied, and he doesn't smother and get rid of that space. Speaking of Nemat, and that's why he keeps taking so much abuse there. Out here, he's doing a great job.
Did like that stepping in elbow from him there. Using it again.
The problem is that it puts him right back into range. So, I mean, I don't know if that's the best gamble. Depends on how effectively he lands it. I would be telling him to stand at the end of his knuckles. Straight right hand, straight left hands.
Well, there we go. Also shook his right hand out there. I don't know whether he's throwing the elbows as a different weapon or if there's some damage to that right hand. Let's see how often he throws it.
Well, that could be very well the case. He's making an adjustment. He wobbled bad at the end of that round. Judges are looking for indications of who's landing hard shots. That's an easy way to see when a guy's legs wobble.
So we're set for a third round here. Really tough battle between the two, but different atmosphere in each corner, much more desperate with Nemat. Let's have a look at his spinning back fist, and these are some of the shots.
There when Lambert keeps him close. There, see again the clinch. He doesn't bring his head in. It's just a tactical error that he makes. Not having maybe the proper Muay Thai clinch training.
Both fighters wearing some scars here. This is a tough battle between the two, both showing skill and heart. But who can make their mark in round number 3? Feels like Nemat has the work to do. He's the one, despite getting that yellow card, into his advantage at the start. Feels like Lamberd, Akhiadov had the more effective strikes and damage.
But again, because he missed weight, one of these rounds goes to Nemat.
Makes it so interesting.
That makes it to where it's a 28 score, and then they'll decide who the winner is.
Третий заключительный раунд.
If it does get to that, they pick the winner in terms of who wins the fight. Similar to Pride rules. Oh, and Lamberd moving forward with that nice jab. Oh, there's a good exchange from the two. Lamberd shakes his head. Oh, throws a head kick of his own. Could be an interesting tactic here from Nemat to close the distance. Not to in range, but to the point where he's smothering him against the cage.
Well, if he's chest to chest like this, he's not going to eat the same shots at least he's been taking. But the minute there's some separation, he either has to be all the way in or all the way out. So now it's getting interesting.
Nemat showing a little sign with that uppercut, looking like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a heavy right hand as well. Still keeping my eye on that right hand of Nemat. See what he throws. Oh, that's a nice stepping uppercut. Elbow, sorry. Still not throwing that right hand.
Oh no, we're going to cut with sweat.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Oh, it's raining. Sweat on the commentary box today. Lamberd unleashes some heavy shots. That's a big... Oh, it's a heavy low kick. Lamberd can take 5 minutes, but I think he can feel the gas tank of Nemat will team. Nice short exchange from both fighters.
Oh! Who do we give the first round to? I forgot.
I think Lamberd took it, but obviously with the yellow card.
Really? Didn't he get stuck in 2 guillotines? I watched too many fights. I have no memory.
He escaped. That's right. He did escape too early on. One minute 30 left. Well, the left hand of Lamberd buckled the knees there of Nemat.
Yep, that was an effective strike.
Oh, and there's 2 more for the bank there as well. Grueling battle between these 2 young fighters. 45 seconds left. That yellow card is going to be so interesting how this pans out now. Lamberd looking for the takedown.
Oh, he could knee bar right here. Oh, okay.
Smothers him once more. Now if he turns it up, maybe he'll do enough. Ten seconds left.
Oh, can he get the choke with 10 seconds?
This would be amazing if Lamberd could pull this off. Palm to palm. He's tapping, he's done it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh, you said it would be amazing if he could pull it off. That he did. I would love to know what the scores would have been if that had gone through. We're going to ask, we'll find out. So that was almost Demetrius Johnson Horiguchi style. Last few seconds sunk in that choke.
I mean, grueling to be that tired, that fatigued, that pushed to the limit of your abilities, and to still with only 10 seconds left, go for the finish. Drive in, and the palm to palm takes a lot of effort. It's not as mechanically efficient. You have to squeeze hard. You drive your hips in, you're squeezing your hands across behind your opponent's shoulders, drawing that other elbow back. It takes a little bit of horsepower.
Horsepower indeed, but he applied it. I almost thought he made the mistake with the last 20 seconds just going for that man, but he moved so fluidly to that position. Credit to him, and like we said, his last 5 fights have all been decisions. He came in here with the yellow card hanging over his head, and in the last few seconds of the fight got the finish.
Took it out of the just 10. Great job. No guesswork.
Итак, дамы и господа, время остановки боя 4 минуты и 56 секунд. третьего раунда удушающим приемом победу одержал Lamberd.